Hey guys, this is Juan, and I just want to share a little bit about my relationship with Jesus Christ and how He's changed my life. And so, if I were to choose a word that would describe my life before I met Jesus, the word would probably be unsatisfied. I grew up in a home where my parents were spiritual. I think they believed in God, and we would talk about God sometimes here or there, and we'd even go to church, Christmas, Easter, stuff like that. But that really had no effect on my life. I was pretty unsatisfied with who I was, and really try to find satisfaction in other people, try to find worth in other people, even in the things that I did, and my relationships, and even in drinking and alcohol and partying. And as I continued down that road, nothing ever felt satisfying. I always felt very unfulfilled and very empty, like there was something more. And so one day in one of my elective classes, a random girl asked me if I'd come to a youth group event. And of course, I said yes. And when I got there, they were doing some type of fall in review. I'm reviewing all the fall sports. And then a guy got up on stage and he started sharing about who Jesus was. And for the first time in my life, things started to click. I started to see that God so loved me and so loved the world that he would come down to earth, fully God and fully man, and he would live this perfect life, and then he would die on the cross in my place for my sins, to pay the price for my sins so that I wouldn't have to pay the price for my sins. And as I started to hear this story, all of a sudden it clicked that what I was looking for and what I was searching for was God. That that I was unsatisfied in all these things because I was finding worth in these other things. But in all reality, God loved me and He wanted to have a relationship with me. And so that night, I decided, if this is true, if God is real, I want to enter into this relationship with Jesus. And I have to say that from that point on, if I were to choose a word that would describe my life after that, it would be fulfilled. I no longer look to other people or other things to fulfill me. I don't look to alcohol or girls or even music or anything to find my worth. But I finally found my worth in Jesus. And the more and more I've been in this relationship with God, the more that I've found satisfaction and joy. And it's been one of the coolest things I've ever experienced and has radically changed my life. And if there are any of you out there who would love to hear more about my story and would love to even start a conversation about that, please feel free to shoot me a text, shoot me a message on Facebook. And if you want to hear more stories about how lives have been transformed when they met Jesus, click on the link right below. It says it's the hashtag before and after. WSU before and after, and you'll find more videos where you can hear more stories, and ultimately you can make a decision about who Jesus is. And so thanks for giving me your time, guys, and please feel free to get in contact with me.